Bonjour Annette. Hello Year 8. So it's your last week of Year 8 French. So to celebrate this in a way, what we're going to do is make some crepes. So you have got some tasks to do first. I'm going to show you these. So I'm going to present it because that's going to be easiest. There we go. So we've got les crêpes. So your objective is to understand a crepe recipe in French. So we've got ingredients. What you're going to do is note these words down so you can just go through it like this, and they'll come up with animations, or they won't because, oh, why isn't this working? Oh, here we go. So you've got flour, salt, milk, oil, and eggs. Okay, so I want you to make sure you copy that down in French. So de la farine, du sel, du lait, de l'huile, et des œufs. Okay, so note those down. Then you got these as well. So une poêle, une luche, une fouette, un saladier, and une assiette. So you've got a whisk, a saucepan, a ladle, like a bowl, and a plate. Then what you're going to do is match these verbs up. So the French on the left to the English on the right, and then you've got your answers here. I'm going to go through it really quickly so you can't see. So you need to match them up, and then you can correct them as well. Then what you're going to do is translate these instructions based on what we've just seen, okay? So for some reason, they're all number one. I can't get them to change, I'm afraid. So what you're going to do is just translate these sentences. If you can write out the French and the English, that's going to be really useful. Okay, and then here you've got some extra vocab to help at the bottom, vocabulaire. Brilliant. Then what you're going to do is watch this. I'm not going to watch it with you, but you can click here and watch this clip and this clip. Then you're going to see some extension questions. So from these two videos, you're going to see the answers to these things. So if you can work it out, that'd be brilliant. Just write the answers in your book. Then here we've got on prépare les crêpes. So we're actually going to make these crepes, okay? So what's coming after it is the instructions in French. But if you're really struggling with following those French instructions, that's fine. I've put a link here to another example of a way to make pancakes, but remember the measurements aren't the same. So here's some easy crepes that you can use. So yeah, that recipe is just there. Right, so going back, let me go back to presenting. There we go. Okay, so you've got your ingredients, all the things here, and then the instructions, all the things you need to do. And before you eat your crepes, can you please make sure you take a picture of these crepes that you've made and then upload your photo to Google Classroom. And then the most delicious looking crepes are going to be published in the parent bulletin if you send them to me before 3 p.m. on Wednesday. Your final deadline for this though is Friday at 4. So that's fine if you don't send it in until then, but if you get it in before 3 p.m. on Wednesday, they might be able to go in the parent bulletin too if they look brilliant. So you can decorate with anything you like. So you can use Nutella and banana, that's my favourite. You could use maybe bacon if you wanted a savoury one. With maple syrup, that's really nice. Yeah, there's loads and loads of different options. You could put strawberries on it, you could put ice cream, whatever you like, okay? So we're going to have a look, go through these instructions and work out how to do it. Remember, if you are really struggling with this, you can use the BBC recipe that I've given you as well. Obviously, before you are making these crepes, can you please check with your parents and carers beforehand, let them know what you're doing and get permission first, okay? Please, please, please make sure you do that. So that's you and your work making crepes. Then the second thing I would like you to do for me is a French quiz. So that's been attached as well, so you can go onto this, and what you can do is, because every single one of you have got a copy of this quiz, you're going to have a look at the different rounds. So there's 4 rounds, each one is 10 questions. So what you can do is just highlight which one you think the answer is. So I'm going to give you the answer to this one. So we've got the river that flows through Paris is the Seine. So what you can do is just change the colour of it. So to show your answer, just change the colour, done. So you're going to do that for all of the questions, and then when you finish round 4, you've got your answers that I'm not going to show to you in advance, but you can mark your questions and then count up how many you got correct in each round. So each round is going to be out of 10, and then put your total points out of 40. Okay, so if you have got any questions at all about anything to do with making the crepes or the quiz, please do let us know. Message on Google Classroom and we can get back to you. Enjoy making the crepes and have an absolutely wonderful summer year 8.